Hello everyone, in initial video we have seen the analysis and design for a tall building which is suspended to wind loads. In this video we will see analysis of a seismic resistant building for the same previous problem. So the building is located in Bangalore city. Given data is height of building is 69 meters. So for Bangalore the zone factor is 0.1 from table 2, importance factor I is 1 from table 6 and response reduction factor R is 3 from table 7. This is taken from IS 1893. Seismic analysis is done by two methods. First is response spectrum method and second is time history method. So first we'll see how seismic analysis is done by response spectrum method. So first we have to define the material properties as we have defined section properties. We have to assign the dead load and the live load, and then new step is to define the load patterns. So go to load patterns, click add seismic loads, select IS 1893, modify the loads and put the zone factors as per IS 1893, importance factor as per IS 1893 and response reduction factor as per IS 1893. Click on OK. So now the seismic load is defined. Now we have to define a response spectrum function. So go to function, select response spectrum function. Here we have to choose a function to add. So choose IS 1893, add new function. Here I have added response spectrum function. So I'll show, go to modify. So function name is given as response spectrum function, and then zone factor Z is given as 0.1 for Bangalore city. Soil type 2 is selected and function damping ratio is selected as 0.005, which is for RCC. So click on OK. After that we have to define the load cases. So go to load cases, add a new case in Modify. Here you need to add the scale factor. So scale factor is I into G upon 2R. So I is importance factor, R is response reduction factor and G is acceleration due to gravity. So scale factor is taken as 1 into 9801 upon 2 into 3. So we get it 1633.5. Before this you have to check the units of acceleration. How it is done, let me first go to options, display units. In that check the units of acceleration. So here acceleration is in mm per second square. So click on acceleration due to gravity is taken in mm per second square. So here scale factor is 1633.5. So add that value, click on OK. So now we have defined the load patterns and load cases. Now we have to generate the load combinations. So go to load combinations. If the combinations are not generated, click on add default design combos. In that click on concrete frame design. OK. So after this, now we have to analyze the building. So go to analysis, set load cases to run. Now here you don't need to analyze for dead and live loads. So I have selected the action as do not run for dead and live loads. So run now. So these are the analysis reports. By default the displacement values are shown over here. To the left corner you can get the maximum displacement and minimum displacement at that particular coordinates which are shown in the bracket. So after displacements you can also view moments and shear forces from force stress diagram and shell stresses that. Go to design, concrete frame design, view preferences, select IS 456, OK. Then design, go for concrete frame design, start design. So now the design is completed. So we need to verify whether all concrete frames are passed or not. So go to concrete frame design, verify all members passed. Here all concrete frames are passed. So the next step is to generate the reports. So similar to the first video or initial video, the project report is generated from the Model Explorer. So once the project report is generated, we can come to know that what frame sections are selected from auto select list. For example, which column is selected for which column number, which beam is selected, what materials are assigned. Everything we can get to know once the report is generated. So this was all about the response spectrum method.